It's the end of 2013, and there have been more than a handful of great games to play this year. But out of most of the sequels, remakes, and reboots that I've played so far, those games being Sly Cooper 4, DMC Devil May Cry, DuckTales Remastered, Grand Theft Auto 5, Splinter Cell Blacklist, and Batman Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham Origins is the one game that I enjoyed out of the rest. Arkham Origins may not be the greatest Batman game ever made, but it's still one of the best games in the Arkham series. Although it may not have the same polish as Arkham City, Origins still manages to make a name for itself by having probably the best story in the Arkham series, an amazing soundtrack, and the same addictive gameplay that the series is known for. I'm fully aware that most of the critics had a field day with this game, complaining about how it's not as good as Arkham City, and while that might be true, you can't deny that Arkham Origins is still an amazing action game and is still one of the best Batman experiences around. Much like its predecessors, Origins was released with an insane amount of DLC and bonus content, and we're gonna look at them today. One of the first DLC releases was the Deathstroke skins and map packs. As a major DC Comics fan, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I was to finally play as one of my favorite bad guys in the DC universe. But unlike Batman, Slade has a few tricks of his own. He can put guys to sleep with tranq darts, awesome, and of course he can beat the ever-loving crap out of them with his bow staff. One of my favorite maps included with the Deathstroke DLC is 100 to 1, where you have to take down 100 guys in a single round, which is insane, but so much fun. The only real gripe I have about playing as Slade is that some of his takedown animations are super slow, which can be a real pain when you're trying to clean out a room as quickly as possible. But being able to string up thugs with your remote claw, or beat the ever-loving man shit out of them, more than makes up for that. The other big DLC pack for Arkham Origins was the Initiation campaign, which is actually a prequel to the game itself. Sort of. The campaign shows the very end of Bruce Wayne's journey, and the training he must endure to prove himself worthy. The campaign is split into 3 combat sections and 2 stealth sections, each with their own modifiers, which change the difficulty. The brawling stages are pretty straightforward, but just remember 2 things. 1. Keep an eye out for whenever you can do a blade takedown, and 2. Don't forget that when your combo is high enough to take out any armored enemies. The final combat stage is more of an endurance round. The enemies here are tough, as in New Game Plus tough. And this goes without saying, but if you want to win, then you had better fight hard. Stealth rooms are a little bit more of a challenge here, as you have a pretty scant arsenal at your disposal. Well, that, and the guards are a little bit tougher and a little more alert this time around. But hey, the Predator rooms wouldn't be any fun at all if there wasn't a challenge. And there's nothing more satisfying than taking down an entire room of thugs and watching them cower in fear over something that they can't even see. Bottom line, Arkham Origins may not be for everyone, but it's definitely one of my favorite Batman games to date. Trust me, you owe it to yourself to play this game. Okay, I think I'm done here. Thanks for watching, and good night.